This is Triplet.
This is Triplet.
This is Triplet.
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 Triplet is three things in 3 minutes from students to directors.
Well said. Hi, I'm John,
And I'm Brent.
and I've been leading student choirs in my church for about 10 years now.
And I've been leading student choirs in the church world for a little over 10 years. And I'm also a student choir director in a public school system.
One of the things that Brent and I love to do is go to conferences. We both love to learn new things and pick up new little tools and tricks from different professional conferences. And those conferences are very important to us, to our ministry, and to the work that we do. We see those as sort of a piece of the pie, of this really large pie, to be a successful minister and a successful educator. One of the things that we notice, though, is that one piece of the pie that seemed to be missing was the student's voice. And so we discovered there are a lot of adults, well-meaning, smart, helpful adults that are giving a lot of advice on how to do student choirs, whether it's in the school setting or particularly the church setting. But the place that sometimes, the voice that sometimes was missing is that of the students.
And so we came up with this idea of allowing our students to teach us. We value their opinion, and they teach us a lot in rehearsal. And everything that we do in rehearsals is basically comes from what hasn't worked before with students. And so when we find something that does work with students, we kind of bring that in and put that in our toolbox, and that we use that.
In the process of shooting these videos, we have learned so many things. There's been so many times where we've looked at each other and sort of given each other the eyebrow and said, "Oh my gosh, we got to do that."
Why
next
didn't we
year."
think about that before?
Yeah, that's a great idea. What's important is the biggest takeaway for me is that the very people who we want to serve, and we do want to serve them, we oftentimes don't listen to them. That is true in missions, that is true in worship, and that happens to also be true in student choir. And so the challenge for us, and the invitation that we feel like we've accepted, is to take seriously that students are not just the church of tomorrow, they're the church of right now. They have something to offer even in student choir. And so we've asked them hard questions and asked important advice to them, and they have come through with flying colors.